You know how HGTV has the show House Hunters, where they follow people around in their search for their ideal home? Well, now HGTV has a new reality show that follows NBA and NFL stars on the celebrity house hunt. It's called Scoring the Deal, and Michigan native Jason Abrams is the agent of change in this sense. Change from one location to the other. A guy, millionaire, big contract, he finds out he's traded or whatever the case may be, and he needs a house, and you're the guy.
Absolutely. I'm the last face you see when you're leaving town and the first face you see when you get to the new spot.
Okay, explain for us how it works and what we're going to see on TV.
We're in multiple cities each week. It's kind of like House Hunters meets Cribs, but only with the best NBA and NFL stars on the planet. So imagine that you find out tomorrow that you need to move to a place you've never been to and don't know anybody there.
Wow, that would be daunting.
It is daunting. We get there a day ahead of you. We take all the headache out of it. You fly in. We pick you up in a limousine. You look at the best real estate the city has to offer. It's a great show.
And you're based locally, so are there local stories to be told on this show?
There is. Cato June, you remember him? He played for the University of Michigan. Well, we have a great episode with Cato. And Brandon Knight on the Detroit Pistons is a great client of ours.
All right, we're looking at obviously that's not...
That is South Beach, sir.
That's not Orchard Lake, no.
That is not Orchard Lake Road. That's correct.
So, where are the hot properties for the celebs here locally? I mean, obviously the Bloomfield Hills or whatever, but I mean, beyond that?
Bloomfield Hills, Birmingham, and if you want to be close to the Palace, Auburn Hills. That's where most of the guys live.
And how hard is it to move a high-end property these days?
I think in this area, things are starting to fly off the shelves. There was a piece in the Detroit News the other day that said that over $1 million is starting to sell. So, I mean, if I had any advice to anyone in the luxury market here, it's if you're selling, get the house on the market, feel free to call us. And if you're buying, I would do it now.
Now's the time.
Now is the time.
How does one get into this very particular realm of real estate as opposed to just, humping $200,000 middle-class houses?
Well, that's how we started, and I was really happy doing that. We then sold a home to a professional athlete. Then I flew out after the closing to say thank you, unannounced, to his agent and financial advisor. That was the best thank you I've ever given. 2 weeks later, the phone rang, they gave us another referral, and now we're the largest in our space. Yeah,
those guys, in the fraternity of athletics, be it the NBA or the, MLB or NFL, they all talk. They're like, hey, I got a guy. You got a guy for this, I got a guy for that.
That's exactly right, because it's a small group. I mean, we have 1,936 guys in the NFL, and most of them know each other. 352 in the NBA. I mean, we're dealing with a smaller pool, but they're a very loyal pool, because they know we're going to keep everything with them confidential, and they know they're going to get the best service on the planet.
Do you get into how do I put this? You have a client, he maybe wants, a 10,000 square foot house. Do you get into the sort of counseling, like the arm around the shoulder, like, well, why don't you go for this 8,000 square foot one over here and sock a little bit of that money away? You don't need the extra 2,000 square.
Better yet, why don't you rent? Because you don't know anything about the city that you're moving to. I can't tell you how many clients we've lost because we demand that everybody that comes out of the draft, whether you're the first pick or an undrafted free agent, that you rent for that first year. Because the reality is 83% of NFL players declare bankruptcy within 5 years of leaving the league. I'm on a single mission to change that. And I think that good decisions in real estate filter all the way through their financial portfolio.
And what's the buzz about the show on HGTV?
The buzz is loud. I mean, I happen to think it's the best show on television.
Of course you do.
I'm a little biased, though. but my mother agrees. And if mom agrees, you're good.
You're raised locally? Went to
West Bloomfield High, grew up in the area. My wife grew up in the area, and we make our home in Birmingham, Michigan.
Wow, that is just amazing. And you made that one decision to say thank you, and then it leads to this. And what are your goals and aspirations? Do you want to be...
Well, the first goal was to become the largest in our space. We did that. The next goal was to really make a change in how athletes save their money. And I think we're doing that. And in 2013, end of 13, we're going to go across the pond and start representing soccer players.
Really? Because, I mean, obviously they make a lot of loot. They call it football over there.
That they
somebody
do.
like Beckham. So, I mean, going international, how many people are in your firm?
Just under 100.
100?
So, I mean,
no
we're
kidding.
growing, and we've been spending time in the Dominican Republic now because we've expanded into baseball. It's an exciting time.
Wow. Do you have employment opportunities? Are you looking for agents to join you, or
we're
you're
always
a growing business?
We're always looking for good talent, especially here in the Metro Detroit area. I mean, our story is the story of Metro Detroit. We've plodded along. We've went to work every day. It's a blue-collar company that happens to do a white-collar job.
All right, Jason Abrams, we'll see you on HGTV. That is so great. I mean,
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On your expanding empire.
Appreciate it.